Right, hello and welcome back to another video. We took a short break from uploading since we had exams, but with that all finished and us just waiting for marks, we thought it would be a good opportunity to film and upload another video. Today we're going to be focusing on a rather common component, a 9-gram servo. Motors such as these evolved out of a growing need for compact, reliable actuation in model aircraft, robotics and educational projects. They have become a staple in the DIY, robotics and electronics world thanks to their lightweight, small size and how easy it is to integrate them into your projects. We are going to be taking basic steps to understand how they work and how to use them. And we're going to be building and coding 2 circuits. The first one will be a simple circuit where the servo motor will rotate between 2 coordinates that we set it to in the code, and the second one will be controlling the rotation and the speed of rotation with a potentiometer, also known as a variable resistor. So let's jump right in and see how it goes. For our first circuit, we are using the instructions and code from the Arduino docs called Basic Servo Control, and they give us the code there, so we are going to copy that and paste it into the IDE. And now we are going to upload it to our Arduino so that we can move on to building the circuit. All we need is a servo motor, our Arduino, 3 jumper wires and a battery. What we are going to do is connect our jumper wires up to their corresponding colors on the servo. Then we are going to connect our black wire to ground, our red wire to 5 volts, and our yellow wire, which is coming from the signal output or signal input on the servo motor, we are going to connect that up to pin 9. Now we can plug in our battery. And you can see there our servo motor is rotating through 180 degrees backwards and forwards. For circuit 2, we are getting our code from an Instructables, and that leads us to a YouTube video, which we then get the code from an Arduino.cc sketch. What we are going to do is we are going to copy the code, we head over to the IDE and we paste the code, and then we are going to go ahead and upload it to our Arduino. When that's all done, we'll move on to building the circuit. For our second circuit, we are once again going to need our Arduino, servo motor and battery, but this time we're also going to need a small breadboard, 6 jumper wires and a potentiometer, which is also known as a variable resistor. What that means is as you rotate this knob, the resistance changes, so it could be low to high resistance or high to low, and we are going to use that to help us control the rotation of our servo motor. We are once again going to connect the colors of our jumper wires up to their corresponding colors on the servo motor. The yellow wire will still go into pin 9 on our Arduino, but the red and black wires will now line up with our potentiometer on our breadboard. So we're going to connect the black wire up to the left hand pin, the red wire to the right hand pin, and we are going to take our other yellow wire, connect it up to the center pin, and that wire is going to go to A0, which is analog input 0. For these last 2 jumper wires, we are going to line them up with the colors. So black is going to go with black, and that is going to go to ground. Red with red, and that is going to go to 5 volts. Now we are going to plug our battery in and see that when we turn the potentiometer, that our servo motor turns. I'm not sure why it's being so jittery, and it's meant to go past just 90 degrees. So I'm going to take a look at the code and see if there's any explanation behind that. After looking over the code, I found a value on line 14 that was 1023 for some reason. So going from 0 to 1023, 0 to 180, and I'm really not sure why it was 1023. I tried changing it to 180, but then what happened when I would rotate the potentiometer, when it get about halfway, then it'd start rotating back. The servo motor would start rotating back. So in one revolution or one rotation of the potentiometer, it would go from starting point to end point back to starting point, and that's not what we wanted. So I upped it to 360, and now it goes from, it's basically 180 degrees, and when we turn the potentiometer, it returns back. I'm not sure why I always seem to have some sort of problem with whether it be code or my building of the circuits when I do these videos, but luckily that one wasn't too difficult to sort out. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for coming along for the ride, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.